This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
The Kingdom of East Anglia saw the birth of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
Hi everybody, how are you? Well, today we're talking about something that one of the companies that has really come back from the dead in my mind. And it's a funny thing how this all works. Games Workshop is one of those companies that you can never count out. But when they hit their lows, other miniature companies really rise. And then when they're on fire, well, the other companies really suffer because of the passion and the lore that Games Workshop has. Now, over the recent years, prior to this resurgence, really hit some real lows where people were very discontented, but always stayed loyal because Games Workshop always felt like a cash grab at points and not giving people what they really want. And over the last couple of years, we've seen Kill Team, Warcry, Age of Sigmar. I admire everything that they're doing with it and what they have planned. But for me, the rank and file system was always my favorite, and I love the old world. It's really kind of hard to not think of how passionate I've been about the old world and everything that led to, of course, its absolute destruction, and of course the Age of Sigmar. Now, the Age of Sigmar, I think, is very good because it kind of rebirthed everything for everybody, and that was kind of the resurgence where people didn't like it but liked it. And it also brought a lot of new people into board gaming. Now, you know, going back to the day when I was involved in this, well, I still am, of course, but early 90s, when you had to make all your terrain and you had to do all things. This is a real golden age. You're hitting an age where technology is just off the charts. And like coming this week, Necromunda Dark Rising, I mean, you're getting a $300 box set, but you're getting an entire table. And then, you know, some new rules and a campaign, and everything is in box, everything's in front of you. You create it and you see it and you paint it or put it together the way you see things, the way you want this to come across. And I think it's just an amazing time, which leads me to, you know, now that we redid Blood Bowl, we brought back Necromunda. We also have done Kill Team, you know, brought back a more skirmish type of game. We've seen the return of, well, you know, Shadow Wars Armageddon, which kind of built up to that. Warhammer Quest, even though, let's be honest, it's not the Warhammer Quest that we were looking for. We've had a couple of games of that, and now Warhammer Quest has moved over into the 40K universe. So all these little things, we've got airplane games, we've got everything that you can imagine. So what's missing? What would we like to see? What can happen in 2020 to kind of change everything? Well, I'm sure we're going to get all kinds of new armies and stuff like that. But I'm really hoping that this is the year that we get Battlefleet Gothic. It just seems natural to do it. And after, oh God, I have it right over there somewhere. Forbidden Stars, where you had that feel with the Eldar ships and the Space Marine ships and the Orc ships. It only seems natural for that to come back, and I really would hope that they would bring that back, because there is a very deep crowd out there. And there's even still some channels that still play the game live, because it is a fantastic game. And let's face it, nobody makes models better than Games Workshop. Plain and simple. You know, people complain about the price and this, that, and the other, but the quality is unmatched and untethered and cannot be touched. I feel that Games Workshop is one of the driving forces, and they're starting to listen, they're starting to see, and they're starting to put together things that we want to see, and keeping games small, so they bring in the board game crowd, you know, the people that get their first taste of miniature gaming, and maybe get the bug the way a lot of us have for many, many years. I'll never quit on them, that's for sure, but they just keep on getting better and better, and if they keep doing better, well, I'm a lifer, and that's for sure. Now, Battlefleet Gothic would be just fantastic, but what else would we like to see? Well, I would like to see, well, they tried Dreadfleet, and it didn't do too well, and it was kind of a spin-off of Man of War, but Man of War was like a fantastic experience, and the way you were able to build your fleets and all the monsters and everything that went with it, and the battles and all the variables that went into it, it was just an open sandbox for you to play at sea. But I don't foresee that coming. The two that I really see, and I really thought that we were going to get maybe 40k Epic 40k, especially the way they went with Adeptus Titanicus and stuff like that, kind of testing the water a bit. But I just don't foresee that coming as much as I foresee maybe a Mordheim. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to get your rats out there and your gangs and hunt for Warpstone? I mean, they basically kind of done it, but you know, with Warcry, I done that one maybe 2021, maybe 2022, maybe if we're lucky. But the real one that I'm really hoping for, and I hope that 2020 is the breakthrough for it, is Battlefleet Gothic. Battlefleet Gothic. Just something that I really think that's out there, that's different, and is another one of those box set games that we really would like to see. Maybe another Warhammer Quest on the fantasy side would be kind of cool, without it being a one play. Let's get the role-playing thing back. That'd be kind of cool, don't you think? I do too. Now, maybe you agree with this, maybe you disagree with all the comments I said. Well, there's only one thing for you to do. Why don't you leave something down in the comment section and we can discuss it. That's what this is all about. Now, each week we'll be doing some kind of discussion. Today it was Games Workshop and how great they are and how we want more from them. Because the more they come out with quality, the more we want, of course. And all these wonderful buildings and these scenery packs are just ridiculous. So, it's up to you. Do you agree? Disagree? We'll find out. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you soon.